Yeah, hello, one and all. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. It is time for some more Trails to Azure. It is a rainy day here where I live, and it's also a rainy day in Crossbell, so that worked out pretty great. Pretty great indeed. Alrighty, we are good to go. So we already picked up our side quests from last time. We pretty much only have required side quests, which makes sense because we're not going to be leaving the city today. So we're just hanging out in Crossbell proper. That being said, we have some Mira. Not a lot. We have a lot of Sepith. I love the calm tune that's being played right now. I kind of wish we had little umbrellas. That would have been pretty cute. But slot-wise, Lloyd can be finished right now. Noel can be finished right now. And then you could almost be finished. Okay. Right now my priority, of course, is to get everybody's slots opened, and then we can worry about upgrading later. We're not in such a situation where I think we need to really be worrying about who does what. Orbit-wise, mind 1, evade 1, mute I have here. So 2-1, okay. He can get Chaos Brand. Didn't I already have Phoenix Shoot? Oh, this is Ellie, hang on. Okay, there we go. So 2-1. Okay. I can get Heat Wave and La Forte. Or I can give him more EP and then I'll instantly get Aerosicle and Chaos Brand, which I like. I think more defense will not hurt anybody, but I'll hold off on that one. You can really take anything, so I'll just put these 3 here. And I will remove you. Cool. I thought I would get a little bit more out of that, but I guess not. Okay, so I need ornaments for both of you, but I'm kind of running low on Sepith. Not entirely, but I mean, you already have a hit. So I can give you hit, and then I can give you mind 1 for right now. I don't really need Prankster, you know, the idea of cooking a particular dish, and I'm not, again, in so much of a dire need where I need to have the extra 2 fire Sepith, or fire and 1 wind. But that's all good. And of course there are people that we could talk to. So if I speak to Nested? Good afternoon, welcome to Time's department store. Oh, if it isn't Miss Ellie. I heard you were traveling to various nations with Miss Speaker McDowell, but it appears you've returned. Just a couple days ago, as a matter of fact. The special support section has reconvened, so we'll be shopping with you yet again. We're honored to have you. I'll be praying for your success. You're acquainted with the manager, Ellie? Yes, I am. He's known my grandfather for a long time and has always treated us well. Leave it to the speaker's granddaughter. You're going to hook all of us up, right, Mr. Manager? We're her teammates, after all. It's only fair we get the VIP treatment as well. Unfortunately not. Neither you nor Miss Ellie will be receiving special treatment. We treat your group the same as we would any other customer. Sorry, Wazzy, but no special treatment for you. Oh, there go my free samples. You get a salary for a reason. And if you speak to him again, we get a curio bomb. This is reminding me of the rainy days that we had back in Trista. I don't think we had any, like, rainy days itself in Sky, now that I think about it. Oh, well, of course coming into the police department changes the tune. Hi, everyone. You came at just the right time. There's something very important I'd like to discuss with Miss Seeker. Oh, what's going on, Fran? You never look this serious. Listen, can I really not call you Noe when we're on duty? Oh, Fran. And here I was thinking there was some sort of emergency. Didn't I explain this several times when my transfer to the Triple S was decided? I told you that if we're going to work together, you have to stay professional and objective while on duty. But, Miss C... I can't do it. You'll always be Noe to me. Can't you give her a break, Noel? It's not that big of a deal. That's right. Hearing Fran say Miss Seeker simply doesn't sound right. And we can't have her hesitating on what to call you if there was some kind of crisis. I guess so, but... See? Me not calling you Noe could get everyone killed. I have no choice but to call you Noe. Plus, weren't you ordered to loosen up all in the special support section? We could always take it up with the chief. Why is he going for the jugular? Oh, for the love of Adios, fine! Yes, score 1 for Franny. Thanks for all the help, guys. Well then, good luck out there, Noe. Oh, come on, do you have to say it like that too? Just this once. So she says. Noel never stood a chance. Noe withdrawals. There's peacefully professionalism. I hardly knew you. Nah, you don't get professionalism here. The amount of crazy stuff that ends up happening to us, honestly, if you think about it, forget being professional, just try to live. Try to live and keep a smile on your face. Is the fishing guild open yet? Dang it. Well, we can go into the Bracer Guild. Hey, look who it is! The Triple S. Haven't seen you guys in a while. It's good to see you again, Scott, Wenzel. You two must be Bracers. Talented-looking ones, at that. Hey, you're that downtown gang's... And you look like you'd be from the CGF. Huh, I get it now. You must be new recruits. Putting Wazzy aside for a second, how'd you know I'm from the CGF just from a glance? Isn't it obvious? You don't look or act like any police officer I've ever seen. Take it from us Bracers. You need to have an eye for it in this line of work. We'll take that to heart. You better. I'm sure we'll be crossing paths a lot from here on out. Let's keep doing our best for Crossbell's sake, yeah? Sorry to cheat on your grub, Temas, but nothing beats Long Lao. This is so good, I'm thinking of ordering again. Huh? What's a CGF guardsman doing here? Is that you, Alexei? Sergeant Major Seeker, fancy meeting you here. I'm on break, so I came to the city to grab a bite to eat. Why am I not surprised you came all the way here from Tangram Gate just for a lunch break? Tangram Gate? You mean the border at the end of the Eastern Highway? Yes, it's one of the Crossbell's border garrisons under the CGF's jurisdiction. We recently got a new deputy commander, so I've been pretty busy. I shouldn't be complaining when your work is tough too, Sergeant Major Seeker. We're all rooting for you. I appreciate it. Alright. Now the last thing we can go to is Maine's Mountain Path. We could speak to Rias and Sister Marble here. Ah, yes. Wherever they be. I assume they're in their little side room, aren't they? Yep. It's good to hear that classes are going so well. I suppose that's one advantage of the children have by living in such a modern city. You might be right about that, but I don't think it's exclusive to just them. You'll find that children are the same no matter where you go, deep down. Point taken. That may very well be the case. By the way, Sister Rias, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Would you happen to be the younger sister of a Rufina Argent? You knew my older sister? Just as I thought. I had a feeling you were, given the last name. Your sister helped me numerous times before her passing. Really now? Say, Sister Marble, there's a favor I'd like to ask of you. You don't have to say another word, dear. You followed the same path she did, didn't you? I owe Rufina so much. Your secret is safe with me, and I won't be telling the Archbishop. However, may I offer a single word of advice? Don't overexert yourself while you're here, okay? I'm sure your sister would want that too. I understand. Thank you for your concern. I will make no comments on Rufina. That goes into hard spoiler territory for Trails in the Sky the Third. Given that Rias is a protagonist, of course you would learn about her sister, so, you know, me saying that in of itself isn't that much of a spoiler, but... Is that you, Sully? I didn't expect to see you here. Oh, you guys, huh? What brings you here? I found her walking in the cemetery without an umbrella. Then I invited her into the cabin and poured some hot cocoa. Thank you for giving me a place to take shelter from the rain, old man. And for the cocoa, too. It really warmed me up. Oh, glad to hear it. But why come to the cemetery? Actually, I was here to pray at the cathedral, but I guess I got sidetracked. There was a beautiful cathedral there, too, in Northumbria. Northumbria? Isn't that... Yes, the autonomous state in the northwest part of Zemuria. So the slums you said you were from are... Yeah, that's where I grew up. See. I heard that Northumbria isn't exactly the most pleasant place for several reasons. It's Gehenna on Earth. The kind of place where everyone is desperate to survive just one more day. The only person you could truly fend for was yourself. Caring for others was a luxury most couldn't afford. Nothing like how it is here. The city doesn't compare. Sure, there's evil here too, but there are also generous people like Ilya, and even this old man who went out of his way to help some kid he'd never met before. Since coming here, I was even gifted the opportunity to train as a performer. You mean to join Ark-and-Seal on stage, right? That's pretty amazing. Yeah, I guess so. But even now, I still hesitate sometimes. I never even considered the possibility of someday training to be a stage performer. Sully, I get there's no use overthinking it and dwelling on that kind of stuff. And besides, you guys are even weirder than me. I heard you're always showing up like it's your destiny to help people, even if it's just to listen to their problems. You think so? You got us there. She's right. Even among the rest of the police, the Triple S is pretty special when it comes to things like that. And no matter what anyone says, our leader's definitely the weirdest. You're one to talk, Wazzy. Well, either way, maybe even us coming here today was meant to be. If you're ever in trouble, you can always come talk to us, okay? Aha! And you're welcome here anytime you want to. I'll be sure to have some snacks on hand next time. Thanks. All right, and that's all of the optional events or, conversations that we can see. So now we need to make our way over to the downtown district so we can talk to whatever lady's name was who runs the exchange shop so we can learn a bit more about, so we can maybe learn about that. Oh, right. We're gonna see if we can learn about that Jaeger. Or what we say Jaeger, but that guy who was really, really strong that destroyed all the monsters for us. The main reason why I'm walking as opposed to warping is because I really enjoy rainy days in video games and the music that usually accompanies it. So it only just feels right to just walk around Crossbell City on a rainy day like this. Who knows when we'll get one like this. Also, I finished playing E6 yesterday, the Ark of Nepishdom, and in those games, when you're playing with controller, you can actually use the right stick to also move at all around. So like, I'm so used to just like stretching my left hand and using the right stick to continue moving, but that doesn't exist in this game.
やっぱり怪しい店だな。
そうね。何度来ても慣れないというか。とりあえずアシュリーさんに例の男について聞いてみましょう。
おや、特務支援課か。しばらく見なかったけど、久しぶりじゃないか。
Play Crash Bandicoot 3? Maybe one day. Once I'm through all the JRPGs that I want to play.
噂には聞いてたけど、まさかあんたが入るとはね。
Also, hi Nugs.
どういう風の吹き回しだい？
ま、思うところがあってね。今度トリニティあたりでつまみに話させてもらうよ。
まあいいか。
It might take a few months to a year or so.
それで、私になんか用かい？ルバーチェの放出品なら一通りさばいちまったけど。
そんなことをしてたのか。
実はアシュリーさんに伺いたいことがあるんです。元武器商人としてのあなたに。
なんだい？サオたちが本格的に動き始めた件についてかい？
Well, I mean, we're probably curious about that too.
さすがにご存知でしたか。多分それとは別件だとは思うんですが。
赤眼、赤毛の異常部か。
心当たりはありませんか。裏社会に属する男なのは間違いなさそうですが。
該当しそうなやつだったら何人か心当たりがある。だが今この状況でクロスベルに来るとしたら。
へえ、そんなにヤバい心当たりがあるのかい？
さてね、ただ私の想像がもし最悪のケースだった場合、あんたらの手に負える相手じゃないのは間違いないだろうね。
そこまで。やはり両兵かテロリストあたりですか？
さてね、もしその男だった場合、一応こちらも付き合いがある。ペラペラ喋るわけにはいかないさ。
でも
両兵ならともかくテロリストなら放置できません。いくらクロスベルとはいえテロ行為を罰する法律はあります。最低限の情報だけでも教えてもらうわけにはいきませんか。
ロイド。
悪くない。ガイの弟だったか。いい目をするようになったね。
I spent 3 months training under the first division. I'm a super cop now.
アシュリーさん、兄貴と。
今じゃダドリーあたりもたまに顔を見せるが、 当時旧市街組んだりまで足を運んでくる酔狂な捜査官はやつくらいだったからね。
At this point, though, Lloyd, are you really surprised that people actually know your brother? I'd be more surprised to find people who didn't know Guy Bannings. But it's also interesting to hear that Dudley also comes in here.
面白い男を亡くしたもんだよ。あのバカに免じてこれだけは答えてやろう。私の最悪の心当たりはテロリストってわけじゃない。ただ人食い虎みたいな危険な男ではあるけどね。
Man-eating tiger.
人食い虎。
やれやれ、最悪な相手じゃないか。
まあその男かどうかはまだ決まったわけじゃない。あんたたちが見た男ってのは一人きりだったんだろう。
Tell him about how he made us count the number of people on a train.
やつなら大抵部下か連れが同行しているはずだからね。
そうなんですか。
となるとやはり軍隊関係者ですか？
ここまでだ。これ以上は自分たちの力で迫ってみるんだね。
わかりました。
情報ありがとうございます。
So he's usually with companions, huh? Hmm.
しとしと言ってんな。そうだママ、昨日届いたブツ荷ほどきしなくていいのか？
ああ、この天気だし急ぐことはないだろう。それよりジンゴ、あんた昨日町に出た時変なやつを見かけなかったか？
変なやつ？そんなのいっぱいいたぞ。
This kid is gonna grow up to be like one of the craziest people on the entire continent, just running an illegal, not really illegal, but like pretty much an underground trade shop from the very, very young age of whatever she is.
バカンスルックの若造とか、パンを山ほど買ってたシスターの姉ちゃんとか、あのワジも変なやつだしな。
So Rias obviously came around here, and so did Lecter.
そっか、ならいいんだ。まあ気にしすぎか。もし奴が来たんだとしたら娘も連れているだろうからね。
交換やナインバリー、さすがの迫力でしたけどはぐらかされてしまいましたね。
Don't worry, no, we've been here before.
まあああいう業界には独自の仁義があるはずだから、あそこまで教えてくれただけでも感謝しましょう。
そうだな。それにしても人食い虎みたいな男かテロリストでないとすると両兵の可能性が高そうだけど。
Are we sure we should be having this conversation in the rain? Like, can we just go to Trinity and be dry?
まあ両兵の場合一人ってのはちょっと不自然だけどね。
I'm sure it's implied that we're just walking around with umbrellas, like, you know, if this were to be a bit more, with like 3D models and everything. Because even Reen had an umbrella when we played Cold Steel.
そのあたりも含めて課長さんに報告しておけば。
ああ、そうしよう。両兵関係ならランディが何か知っていそうだけど。まあいい。今は残っている支援要請を片付けよ
う。待てやこら。
Oh look, it's walled.
バルドか。
Are you still mad?
この人はサーベル・バイパーというチームをまとめている人だけど。
バルド、どうしたんだい？あんまりチームの方にも顔を出してないそうじゃないか。
うるせえ。俺のことはどうだっていい。それよりもてめえ、殺の犬になりやがったらしいな。どういうつもりだ？あ？
どういうつもりも何も テスタメンツのみんなは納得してくれたし、他の誰にも迷惑はかけていないけど。
てめえ本気で言ってんのか。この俺様とバルド・バレスと決着つけずにチームを抜けようなんざ許されると思ってんのか。あ
あバルド、待ってくれ。
これには事情が。
うっせえワージ、てめえがどんな狙いで札に入ったのかは知らねえ。だがな、まさか5体満足でここから抜けられるとは思ってねえだろうな。
困ったわね
バルド。
おい、
いいから任せて。ねえバルド、ひどく当たり前のことさ。テスタメンツにしろサーベルバイパーにしろ、ずっといられる場所じゃないのは君にも分かっているんだろ。
何？
僕がテスタメンツを結成したのは、ここで好き勝手をしていた君たちへの抑止力になるためだ。だが最初はひ弱だったテスタメンツのみんなも成長した。僕一人が抜けたって君たちに対抗できるくらいにね。僕の役目はもう終わってるのさ。
てめえ。
そしていつかきっと他のメンバーもチームから巣立っていくはずだ。モラトリアムの季節を卒業して自分だけの道を見つけていく。僕はそう信じている。
ワジ
君、
君たちサーベルバイパーも同じだ。乱暴者は多いけどマフィアの誘いに乗らないだけの気概と根性を持っている。だからバルド、きっと君も道を見つけられるはずだ。
まさかてめえがそんな甘っちょろいことを抜かすとはな。もういい、それ以上喋るな。てめえはこの聖域を汚した。絶対に許すわけにはいかねえ。
そうかい。
おいワジ。
ロイド、手出し無用だ。この怠慢は僕一人でケリをつけなくちゃならない。
そのくらいは分かってるみてえだな。徹底的に叩き潰して地面に這いつくばらせてやる。そうすりゃてめえも少しは目が覚めるだろ
う。おしゃべりは終わりだ。
ああ、
これは
バルド、本気で行くよ。やれやれ、怖いもの知らずだな。
Oh, thank God I had a battle scope.
てめえ、まさか今までずっと手を抜いて。
ランディじゃないけど今のはちょっとした反則技さ。でも今日の君には手加減抜きで行かせてもらった。これが僕が見せられる最後の誠意さ。
マジてめえ。
さよならバルド。この2年結構楽しかったよ。
ふざけろ、絶対に認めねえぞ。てめえ一人抜けるなんて 認めてたまるかよ。わじ
ワジ、
ワジ君、その
みっともないところを見せたね。ちょっと僕らしくもなく熱くなっちゃったかな。
いや、なんていうか男なんてそんなもんだろ。
男の子の気持ちはちょっとわからないけど、あなたが彼に誠意を持って向き合ったのは分かったわ。
いつかきっと彼にも分かってもらえると思うよ。
そうだといいけどね。時間を取らせた。残りの支援要請を片付けよう。
For once, I actually feel pretty bad for Wald. But I think what Wazzy described there was a pretty good example of what it means, you know, holistically and on a high level as coming-of-age stories. You know, when the Testaments were created, you know, Wazzy took in all these people who, for various reasons, had nowhere else to go in life. They came in because they had broken households, they were in debt, who knows what. But they were brought in, they were given a home, and they were given a goal, you know, to grow and learn, basically. And as Wazzy said, they did just that. They grew. And we were talking to them too a little bit earlier when we went to go visit Trinity. That, you know, they're thinking about moving on as well from Trinity now that things have settled down. They don't need to continuously keep fighting the Saber Vipers. They don't need to keep causing havoc around the downtown district. It's time that they find their own paths in life as well and come back to society. And as the leader himself, Wazzy is not needed anymore. And so it's tricky because you could think of it in real life terms as well. You know, we all have periods in our time in life where we really, really enjoy everything that's happening around us. For me, I'll just say it was university, where, especially my last years of university, when I finally had established a really good friend group and support group, and we were just having the time, you know, we all stressed out and stuff like that, but we were having the time of our lives. You know, enjoying ourselves, studying, you know, gaming, partying, you know, all the fun stuff. But eventually, that day did come where we graduated and we all had to move on. Myself being the first, because I did not stick around for a 5th year university. So I was the first to move back home. And then another one left. And then finally another one left. And so, you know, Wazzy was right that, like, hey, it really was fun the past 2 years. It's not like I didn't have fun. But it's time to move on. And, you know, people like Wald, I do feel bad for, because, you know, you want to, you know, when fun times are fun, right? You don't want them to end. Or when things are going smooth, you don't want them to end, because you don't want complications of life. You know, one of my big mottos is keep life as simple as all possible, because when things do get complicated, you'll be ready to take it on. And so, you know, when Wazzy walking away, I think, you know, is mainly to show Wald and everybody at Trinity and the Saber Vipers that, hey, the last 2 years were really fun, but it's time to grow up. Monologuing aside, let's continue. Hello, welcome to the Crossbell City Civic Center. Oh, thank you for coming, Triple S. Right, we're here about the request. We have new members helping us out too. A pleasure. It's nice to meet you. And you as well. The Civic Center, huh? Feels weird having to say that now. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the idea that this isn't City Hall anymore. It'll take some time to get used to, true. Soon all City Hall functions will take place at the new building. In the meantime, the Civic Center is still performing some duties as a branch office. In that sense, it still has its uses. Good to know. Yes, and this reception desk will continue to operate at the point of contact, as the point of contact for several city services. However, there's still some confusion among the citizenry, leading to a lot of misguided inquiries. Sorry, that's not what you came here for. No problem. Sounds like you have your work cut out for you. Bureaucracy really isn't my thing. If it were up to me, this entire area would be absorbed into the entertainment district. Civil service by day, nightclub by night. I'm sure the Triple S would be more popular than ever if we made that happen. Why would we have a hand in that? What would our support requests be? Our duty is to protect and serve, not prepare and serve alcohol, Wazzy. Though it would be kind of fun. Aw, see, Nola's breaking out of her shell. She's into it. Ahem. Anyway, Lloyd, aren't you forgetting the reason why we're here? Oh, right. Sorry about this report request then. Yes, allow me to explain. I'm sure you're all aware of what a change of residence notice is, yes? It's required at any time a citizen in the city plans to change addresses. Recently, we found suspicious names on some of these forms. Suspicious? That's right. The names didn't belong to anyone registered within the city, to be precise. The few we found also weren't listed under any property or business. So I was hoping you could look at each of the addresses these notices came from. Just to be safe, I'd also like you to check on the prior residents as well. In other words, you want us to confirm the status of the previous and current tenant at each address, right? If there's a possibility that this is a criminal matter, then we can't ignore it. Of course we'll investigate this. Yes, we must. I assume you'll have a list of all the suspicious addresses? Do you happen to know the whereabouts of each of those previous tenants, though? No, we only know the location of one of the people who moved. The others are unaccounted for. Naturally, that's where we come in. In that case, it's best to start at the addresses the suspicious forms come from. We may be able to learn something about the previous residents from investigating them. Yeah, that should work. May we have the list of addresses? Yeah, I have a copy for you ready. Okay, we'll hold on to this. Looks like there are a total of 3 places of interest. First one is in the residential district. Ellie, do you recognize this address? Let me see. Oh, that's the house right next to Grandfather's. The residents there are the Highbloods. Is this the name of a company? A stockbroker named Bond was living there with his family last I knew. Yeah, that's the name listed as the previous resident. What happened to the Bond family? A stockbroker named Bond. Wasn't he one of the Gnosis victims during the cult incident? Yes, I'm certain of it. I heard the family was going through a rough time following the incident, but I didn't know they moved. No way. Do you think they got wrapped up in something else? We can't say for sure, but Bond did submit a change of residence notice. It says he moved to East Street, on the 2nd floor of the Acacia Apartments. That's the place just to the left of the Bracer Guild. The residential district in East Street. We'll have to investigate each address to get to the bottom of this one. The next address is also on East Street. I know this address. It should belong to the Fisherman's Guild. Wait, what? Well, what's wrong? Well, the form says his current resident is the Imperial Fishing Club. I've never heard of anything like that. Weren't you a member of the Fisherman's Guild, Lloyd? Have you heard anything from the other members? I've been kind of busy lately and haven't had as much time for fishing as I'd like. There's also no new address listed for the Fisherman's Guild. Could it be that they just changed their name? I suppose we'll find out when we get there. The last address is on the 1st floor of Lotus Heights in the downtown district. Ginther was the name of the previous tenant. There's no new address listed for him either. The new tenant's name is Sean Arnhem? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. That's the name of the famous fairy tale author. What? He wrote Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest. It's one of the most popular children's book series at the library. Remember, Lloyd? We came across the name while we were investigating the Ravacha hideout. Yeah, that's right. It was the password to a door, wasn't it? I can't believe a famous author would choose to live downtown. Me neither, considering he's been dead for years. Oh, right. I knew that. Sounds like your investigation is involved into a ghost hunt. Sorry about all this. We try to be careful about these things, I swear. It's fine, we understand. Now must be a busy time for the Civic Center with the new mayor in office and relocation in progress. Yeah, the ones who should be apologizing to the people who submitted these dubious forms. Yes, I suppose you're right. The Triple S will take care of this. Let's get our investigation started right away. We'll report back to you once we've confirmed the situation at each of these addresses. Thank you so much. I'm counting on you. Alright. For the sake of time, now is when I'll start warping around. The Bond residence? Wait, what happened to Sunitha and the cat? Next to the McDowell estate. This must be the place. Excuse us, is anyone home? No luck. Is the door locked? No, it's open actually. I hear some voices inside too. Maybe they're busy talking, so they didn't notice us? I think it's fine for us to walk right in since it's already open. We are the cops after all. Just because we're the police doesn't mean we can barge into people's homes whenever we want. But I'm gonna ignore the fact that we literally do that every single time we want to talk to people every single chapter. But we are in dire need of some answers, so we don't have a choice. Let's go inside and make our presence known. Aww. Man, this morning's drive was a thrill. Nothing like drift racing in the rain. Yeah, my heart's still beating like crazy. Hey Reggie, where are those girls you called? Should be any minute now. Oh, here they are. Ha, perfect timing. Wait, aren't you those cops from yesterday? What the hell are you doing here? You're the three who were arrested for reckless driving. Care to explain what's going on here? I think we just stumbled on a robbery in progress. Caught red-handed. Let's book them. The hell are you talking about? Why would we be hanging out here like this if we were here to rob the place? Yeah, who the hell let you cops in? This is our house. Where do you get off barging in like this? Your house? Does that mean... That'd make them the new residents. Excuse us, gentlemen. We're here on official police business. We need to ask you a few questions. This shouldn't take long. So you three came to Crossbell to study the culture. Then you found this house for sale while looking for a place to stay, and Yuri here bought it on a whim. Am I correct? Yeah, that's it. Then what's the meaning of the name High Bloods on the residency form? You wanna know? It's the name of our dynamic trio. It's because we have noble blood coursing through our veins. Perfect name for people who've been blessed by the goddess, eh? Damn straight, all of our dads are higher ups at the Vern Company. Yuri's dad is on the board of directors. Y'all, you should be groveling at our feet. Heh, exactly. Oh, look who it is. Oh, finally. Hello, ladies. Whew, the real deal's finally arrived. Which one of you is Mr. Highbloods? Are we interrupting? No. Don't worry. They were just leaving. Hit the brakes already. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. You don't have to tell us twice. Looks like they're in for a good time. I wouldn't mind staying. You all go on ahead. Quiet, Wazzy. They struck me as spoiled brats coasting on their parents' money. It's a shame that such a beautiful home fell into their hands. I can't imagine this is what Bond wanted. I didn't see anything illegal about their contract, though. It is frustrating, but there's nothing more we can do about it. True. We should leave them alone for now. Anyway, this is all we need to check in the residential district. Should we pay Bond a visit, Lloyd? I'd like to hear his side of the story. Same. I'm worried about how his family is doing. Okay, let's go to East Street and see them at their new home. They're staying at the Acacia Apartments. Can I go back in? I can't. Are they partying? I want to talk to the hostess, yeah. And she's like, I don't give a shit. I'm taking the money. Why do all these places have us entering from the exit? It's so weird. Oh, we have visitors. I remember you. We're with the Crossbell Police, Special Support Section. You're Bond, correct? We met during the cult incident? Yes, of course. I'm in your debt for rescuing me from my cell inside that terrible fortress. You even helped our little Sunita find Marie, too. I want to express my gratitude all this time. Thank you so much. You have mine as well. Thank you for all you've done for our family. Not at all. We're merely doing our duty. I'm glad to see you're all doing well now. It's if only because of all of you, but I digress. So, is there a reason you came by to visit today? There is. So that's what this is all about. You four are investigating dubious change of residence forms. I take it you'd like to hear the details of how I sold our old home? Yes, sorry to pry, but we need to confirm that it was all above board. It's fine. I understand where you're coming from. The truth of the matter is that we had to sell off the house to repay our debt, as unfortunate as it was. The buyer turned out to be the same real estate agent that we originally bought from. Everything about the purchase was legitimate. As far as I know, nothing remotely illegal occurred. That's a relief. I have a question. You have no obligation to answer, and I'd understand if you didn't. Would you mind divulging how your family fell into debt? Well, as you may already suspect, it was a consequence of my actions this past spring. My memories from then are still a blur. I made ill-advised decisions while under the influence of that cursed blue pill. After the incident, our lives came crashing down. We fell into serious debt. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Believe it or not, I feel blessed after everything that happened. Thankfully, I was able to cover most of the debt by selling our assets. It was a hard thing to do, but I was also fortunate enough to keep my job. Most importantly, my wife and daughter stayed with me through it all. They still love their fool of a husband and father. Dear, you promise not to say things like that again. We're a family. Nothing will change that. I made a vow, through thick and thin. Creel, I love you so much. I'm so grateful to have you and Sunita. Dear, not while we have company. Wow, you two have something special. They say home is where the heart is. As long as you're together, where you live doesn't really matter, does it? Yes, I suppose you're right. Anyway, I've been working hard at making a fresh start and keeping my nose clean. I'll be sure to pay off the rest of our debt for my wife and daughter's sake. Oh, honey. You're a good man, Bon. Please let us know if you need our assistance again. That's right, we'll be there for you. I really couldn't be more grateful. We'll be sure to call the Triple S if we ever need your help. So, was that all you needed? I'll answer any other questions you might have. No, that's okay. We got what we came here for. We appreciate your cooperation. Shall we get going then? That would be for the best. It was good seeing you, Bon. We'll be rooting for you to keep raising such a lovely family. Thank you. I'll do what I can. As will we. Ah. Oh, hello. Were you speaking with Mother and Father? That's right. We were having a little chat with them. You have wonderful parents, Sunita. You think so? They've been really happy and close ever since we moved. I couldn't ask for better parents. Isn't that right, Marie? Sounds like Marie agrees. I'm happy for them. We've confirmed the whereabouts of Bond and his family. Alright, let's continue the investigation. So we gotta check on the fishing guild over here, which is under renovation from what we saw earlier. Same as the last time we came by here. Are you sure you don't know anything about what might have happened here, Lloyd? Sad to say, but I haven't the foggiest idea of what's been happening with the Fisherman's Guild lately. Oh, it doesn't look like the door's locked, though. Insolent little... You call yourself a fisherman? Yes, I do. I won't stand for your coercive practices. Did you hear that, Lloyd? I recognize two of those voices. Let's go inside. Oh, look who it is. Excuse us. Oh. Who are you? Who's there? It's Lloyd! You came at just the right time. Tell him, Lloyd. The Crossbell's branch of the Fisherman's Guild is a place where all anglers are supposed to be friends and stand together, rod to rod. What are you talking about? So you belong to the Fisherman's Guild, do you? Have you come to voice your feudal grievances as well? Well, it's true that I'm a member, but... You're investigating suspicious addresses? I suppose it's true that we were sent the residency form, but have yet to register as a business. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lakelord III. I'm heir to the Erebonia's Lakelord Company, the leading fisherman's fishing gear manufacturer in all of Zemuria. As for the Imperial Fishing Club, it is none other than the professional fishing organization that I represent. Lakelord Company? You heard of it, Lloyd? Yeah, any fisherman worth his bait would be familiar with the Lakelord name. Like he said, it's the most prolific fishing gear company on the continent. You can't cast your rod anywhere without seeing their stuff. Oh wow, you're that well known? Well, what business would the heir to the Imperial Company have here in Crossbell? That business is, of course, to further grow and expand my glorious Imperial Fishing Club. You're standing in our newest foothold. Here, it's on all the fine print, officers. Let me take a look at that. It's the lease agreement for the building. Everything here checks out. The current contractor is the Imperial Fishing Club. Ha! Now do you understand? You can't let him get away with this, Lloyd. He's trying to oppress the Fisherman's Guild. Oppress? That's right. He stole the contract without even discussing it with Serdan. This pompous bass spared no mirror convincing the real estate company to sell it to him. We might have been a tad forceful, but I assure you we followed all due processes. Furthermore, this establishment was wasted on commoners like you. The Fisherman's Guild sees fishing as nothing more than a hobby or a pastime. That's to say nothing of your shoddy equipment. Hey, don't forget that I'm a member. This discussion is over. We've made our case perfectly clear. If you understand, then leave and inform this Serdan or whoever else you need to. I'll leave the rest to you, Salem. Yes, sir. Don't you run away, you coward. That's right, this isn't over. Something tells me he's not coming back. By the way, for those who remember, that is Kenneth's older brother that we actually fished against in Trails of Cold Steel 2. Near the end. Because he is betrothed, at this current moment, he's betrothed to Annabelle. Well, maybe not this current, yeah, probably around this current moment, I'd say. How'd this happen? We can't let it end like this. Yeah, we can't let him steal our branch away. We have to tell Serdan about this. Hey, Peter? How did all of this begin? I'm still a little confused. That's right, you've been absent for a while, Lloyd. Anyway, let's get out of the rain and find somewhere to talk it over. I'll call the branch manager and have him come to Garante Jazz Bar in the back alley. Please come too, Lloyd. We're gonna go on ahead. See you there? I wonder what led to this. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we should follow up and get some answers. Let's head to the Jazz Bar too. And... whop! Is there a roof above the back alley? There's no rain over here. Hey, Lloyd. Glad to see you made it. Sorry to drag you out here, Lloyd. Alright, we're all here. Let's start the meeting. First, we have to fill Lloyd in on the details. Truth is, our guild branch has had its activities paused for months. Think of it as a self-enforced suspension. Suspension? Hey, Nemi. How you doing? Right, it's because of Joachim. The man behind the massive incident was one of our members. Yeah. After that, we all decided to take some time to reflect on what happened. You know, one thing that I always wonder about, right? So like Joachim was the big bad and kind of like the crazy dude from the previous game. I always wonder, do you think even beyond like his whole evilness for the call to D therefore G and stuff like that, do you think at the end of the day he really did enjoy just fishing? Because it seemed like he did. Like, the super big bad villain of a game, you know, his whole thing was, you know, continuing the D therefore G cult and, you know, creating Gnosis the drug and achieving basically Nirvana, essentially, is what he was essentially trying to do. And, you know, awaken Kia as the one true god and stuff like that. But I always wonder, you know, when villains have parts of that to their personality, like Joachim being a fishing member, I always wonder, like, even though he was an evil person, you think he really did enjoy fishing? Or was it just a front? I personally think he did. You know, maybe he did, at the end of the day, just really, really enjoy fishing. I mean, he still was doing what he was doing in the background, but, you know, I wonder. Sure, we weren't directly involved in the incident and didn't do anything criminal, but Joachim was still one of our own, a guild brother. Yet we never realized what he was capable of. We saw no sign of what he was plotting or the demons that haunted him. Can't help but feel that maybe we could have helped him had we only noticed. Seridan, it's not your... Well, let's set that aside for now. About a week ago, I received a notice from the real estate company. Maybe they got wind of our suspension. I don't know. They claimed the building was unoccupied and said our contract was null and void. Hard to say. Generally tired, but I just got waken up by thunder. I haven't heard of such a large thunderstorm. Oh no! Is it raining all over the world today? It's raining over here too. We have a thunderstorm rolling in soon, and we had a huge thunderstorm last night. And it's raining in-game right now. Oh man. Rain is just in everyone's fate right now. They also informed us that they had signed a new contract with the Imperial Fishing Club. But Nem, are you one of those people who are afraid of thunderstorms? Or like, do you really not care? I have to know. I tried getting in contact with the Imperial Fishing Club after that, but it didn't go well. And today, when we dropped by the branch, their representative was inside acting like he owned the place. I mean, sure, that's what the contract says, but we didn't learn the truth about it until today. The rest you already know, Lloyd. This is a little more complicated than I was expecting. I think I understand the situation, though. I'm still in shock that the Lake Lord Company is the one pulling the strings behind the Imperial Fishing Club. As fellow anglers, I take no issue with them wanting to expand their club and all. But not at our expense. Not through the use of coercion. Yeah, I don't understand why they hate us so much. It's harassment, plain and simple. No, it's not like we can do anything about it. For now, I think all we can do is wait and see. Usually don't care, but I admit that I'm quite nervous. Understandable. Especially if it's thunder that wakes you up. Yeah, I can understand being nervous. For me, I don't get nervous with thunderstorms unless wind starts making the trees go more than like a 30-degree angle. Like if trees and stuff start tilting a little bit farther than they're supposed to, that's when I start getting nervous. Or like light posts look like they're basically about to be ripped up from the ground, even though they're not actually going to be, but if they're just moving a whole lot. That's when I start getting nervous about thunderstorms. Although I haven't really had that bad of a thunderstorm here in my new place, but I'm still in a state of confusion. Oh no. But when I lived back in the Midwest in Illinois, man, we would get those often. Hey, it's Bleba. Bleba would probably understand how those thunderstorms look, where wind looks like it's doing wind does things to trees that trees probably shouldn't be doing. Nice. This means the Crossbell branch of the Fisherman's Guild is officially back in business. I've been waiting for this. However, all members will be starting over at the Amateur Fisher rank. I'm also going to have to suspend the rank certification exam too. Wait, what? You can't be serious. But I'm a master fisher. Not anymore, you're not. All that hard work. Come on, Copan, it's not so bad. You'll rank up again in no time once the exam is back. Easy for you to say. You stalled out at the hobbyist fisher rink. Haven't had those storms in a while, but yeah, I know what you mean. Just close your windows and check the local radio. See, the thing with the Midwest, for those, I'll just say this for those in the for who aren't aware of Midwesterners, some people in the Midwest, still to this day, we're a wild breed of people. I say we because I grew up there. We're a wild breed of people. There are people in the Midwest who, like, when it gets super, super stormy, I kid you not, they'll just sit outside and watch the storm. Or like, if there is a known tornado, they'll just go outside and watch it roll by. Unless it's one of those that's like super, super dangerous. Like usually they're like, if a tornado rolls by, it's not like that dangerous. Usually it's like an EF1, which is like a weak version of the tornadoes and stuff like that. But people in the Midwest, they'll just sit there on their porch. You can find memes about this too online. Maybe people will just sit outside on their porch and be like, oh yeah, cool storm. I also can't deny the fact that sometimes if it's raining, I will just like open the door and like step outside into my balcony and just like watch the rain roll by, watch the wind, and just like listen for a bit. As a sport? Nah, just for fun. It's really just for fun. There's something relaxing about, I'll just keep the dialogue going in the background so we're not here forever while I talk about this, but basically we're just going to be getting fishing again. It's mainly just for fun, and there is something genuinely relaxing about it, even though it seems like all hell is breaking loose. Oh yeah, extra bait. There's always that one family of young kids that goes and plays on the playground. Yeah, exactly, like there's always the one. You know, I mean, if it really is dangerous, you know, they will go into the basements and they'll hide and stuff like that. But if it's just casual storms like that, and they happen so often, like they really do sometimes happen so often that you grow to not be afraid of them. Well, that took a while, but we finally got to the bottom of what was happening at the old Fisherman's Guild building. You're right. That's all we can do for now. Let's continue. All right, let's continue the investigation. We can go fishing again. And unfortunately, we have to do it all over again. How many fish? Species caught, total catches 0. Still as water, let nothing move you. Be dauntless, cast away your regrets. Be transcendent, allow your heart to be free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 34, 36, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 31. There's 31 types of fish. There was 24 last time, so they added 6 more. I might have overcounted. Probably 30. So they added 6 types, yeah. I'm unfortunately not used to these kinds of storms. Aw. Well, hopefully it passes soon. Usually I've found that super hard storms don't last that long. They usually only last like 5 or 10 minutes before they go away. And then it just calms back down again. The downtown district's Lotus Heights. We've come to the right place. Excuse me, is anyone home? No answer. Is it locked? Yeah, it's bolted tight. Maybe I'm imagining things, but I think I can sense someone inside. Really? The old pretend you're not home and maybe they'll go away trick. Aw, man. This is so... I strongly encourage people to just look up. What do I got? Hang on, I'll actually try and find it. I strongly encourage people to look up, just go on YouTube and look up just look this up in the search bar. When the doorbell rings 20 years ago versus today. There's a comedian by the name of Sebastian Maniscalco. Yeah, Sebastian Maniscalco. Just view the 5-minute skit that he does about when the doorbell rings 20 years ago versus today. It's hilarious. I strongly recommend it. This line that Wazzy said reminded me of it, and it's true. It genuinely is true. I love thunder that makes the ground shake. One of my younger brothers, almost every storm has one. Yeah, they all do. But so you see, even Blubba enjoys thunder that makes the ground shake. So it's the thing that people from the Midwest are just accustomed to. So now what? Do we get to be badass cops and press down the door? As much as I'd hate indulging you, we might have to consider it if there's no other options. What was that? Sounds like someone tipped their hand. Your intuition was correct, Lloyd. Let's give them one more chance. Excuse me, we know you're in there. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Someone's stubborn. Maybe they jumped out the window? Well, that'd be a problem. Ah! By the way, that's on my side, those little graphical glitches that we've been seeing throughout the game. They're not anything major, but yeah, they do tend to happen every now and then. Are you the ones making all that racket? What's going on here? Oh, sorry about that. We're with the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. We're here to see the tenant of this apartment. Do either of you know who lives here? Well, of course I do. But the thing is, how about you start by telling us what's going on? Sure thing. So that's your game. I guess you need to ID who's living in this unit. I think I owe you all an apology. What do you mean? To tell you the truth, that used to be my apartment. I'm Genther. You are? Yep, I'm the dummy that forgot to submit his change of residence notice. Too late now, I suppose. Pretend like you're controlling the storm. Yeah! That's a great idea. Oh, well, guess I'll have to submit that by the end of the day. Thank you, that would be a great help. On that note, would you mind sharing why you chose to move? Right, I guess there's no avoiding it. I was working as a trader a year ago, but screwed up and lost everything. That's how I wound up living here. Recently, an old business associate lent me a hand and helped me get back on my feet. I was offered a job in Calvard a couple of weeks ago and accepted it on the spot. If that's the case, why are you still living in Crossbell? Just dropping by. I thought I should thank everyone in the building who supported me when I needed it most. I don't know where I'd be if not for them. Oh, it wasn't a big deal, my friend. Gotcha. Thanks for being honest with us, Genther. Now, we need to know more about the new resident of this room. Ah, right. Is there something more we should know about? The thing is, this tenant situation is a bit different. Hey, it's Tans. You in there? Mind opening up? There are police officers here. They say they need to identify who's living here now. It's for legal purposes. Looks like it's open. Do what you have to do, but don't go causing any trouble. Of course. Thank you for your cooperation. Excuse us. Are you here to mock me? Huh? I asked if you came here to mock me. I'm Gable. I was once a Diet member, but I've lost everything. Wait, I know you! This would be Representative Gable of the Imperial faction. Well, former representative anyway. Weren't you holed up at St. Ursula after your transgressions and corruption were exposed? So you know. Well, you found the man you're looking for. What are you going to do with me now? As you can see, I'm completely broke, mirrorless. I wouldn't be able to afford this apartment if not for the mercy of an old acquaintance of mine. Are you here to take advantage of me? Strip me of what dignity I have left? No, of course not. We're only here to confirm who the current resident is. So, Mr. Gable, you're the current occupant of this room, right? Yes, that's right. That's all we need to know. If nothing criminal is happening in here, then you're fine. I have a question. Why did you use such a ridiculous name on your change of residence notice? It was too suspicious. You'll never be able to fool anyone with a name like that. Not that you're one to talk about names, but yes, it was the most suspicious on the list. Alright. Truth is, I've always been a fan of Sean Arnham's. It was the only name I could come up with from while I was staring at the form. Oh, so that's why. It's true that Sean Arnham's work is intended for all ages, I suppose. There's nothing wrong with being young at heart. I guess that's true. Shut up! Leave me alone. You have what you came here, so get out of my home. Yes, please excuse us. I think it's time, Lloyd. Right. We'll be going now. Try not to pick dead people as your fake names in the future. I never expected to run into Representative Gable. All things considered, he may be better off than several other former Diet members. I agree. The Diet members that were forced to resign in the wake of the cult incident have it much worse. They got what they deserved, but good luck convincing them of that. I think the big takeaway here is that past misdeeds will always come back to haunt you. Still, I'm sure he could turn his luck around as long as he works hard to better himself and keeps his nose clean. I still have hope that Gable and all other former representatives can be reformed and find peace. So do I. Hopefully Ernest one day too. Our leader is just fearless. He isn't just fearless, he's also oh so compassionate. So compassionate, leader. How about we go for some drinks at Trinity? We could use it after all that talk. We're still on duty, you know. Anyway, that wraps up the check we have to perform downtown. I think that takes care of this case. Let's head back to the Civic Center and give our report. It is weird calling it the Civic Center instead of City Hall, but not much we can do. How's your investigation of the suspicious addresses going, everyone? Actually, we just finished, and we're here to give you a report. Oh my, you all did a wonderful job. That's interesting. Calvardians moved into the residential district, the people of Barabonians descent seem to move into East Street. And as for downtown, what's this? Is something wrong? No, I was just not expecting to read Mr. Gable's name here. I have mixed feelings about the matter, given how often I used to see him in this building before his falling out. It's strange. Even after all he did and everything that happened with the Imperial faction, I can't bring myself to hate the man. Not at all. I know exactly how you feel. For better or worse, he seemed like a straightforward person. At least he's got that going for him. If nothing else, I suppose his taste in literature is innocent. I guess that's true. I believe this wraps up your investigation, Triple S. The next step is for Residential Affairs to file the paperwork to sort all this out. You're welcome. Happy to be of service. Please let us know if you ever need the SSS again. Woohoo! Alright, so we have 2 more quests to take care of. The next one's actually pretty short, and the next one is... the last one is actually pretty fun. So let's take care of the short one first. Hey Oscar, we got your request. There you are, Lloyd. I've been expecting you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Would you mind giving us the details of the request? The request is really on behalf of little Momo over there. You know, Tally's daughter. She brought her umbrella today since it's raining. But... where'd my favorite pink umbrella go? And there you have it. Now I get it. Have you already searched the bakery and its immediate surroundings? Yes, Oscar and I looked everywhere. That's how we came across this. Wait, is it not Momo's umbrella? I thought so too, but look here. It reads Mei Ling. I may have an idea of what happened. It sounds like someone grabbed the wrong umbrella by mistake. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Less people come on rainy days, so it's easy to remember who's been in the bakery today. But this Mei Ling doesn't ring any bells. That's why we called the Triple S in. I was hoping you guys would find Mei Ling and make the trade for Momo's umbrella. Think you can help her out? We're on the case. We'll track down that umbrella for her. Awesome! I knew I could count on you, Lloyd. First, we need a clue about who this Mei Ling may be. Do you have any ideas, Lloyd? I feel like I've heard the name before. I wish I could remember where, though. I know I've heard it, too. Where have I heard that name before? I think Mei Ling lives... On East Street. She's the little girl that's usually outside, isn't she? If I remember correctly, she's also Chairman Mao's granddaughter. You're right, I've spoken with her several times. Yeah, she has an older brother named Roy, too. Do you think they came shopping here together? Oh yeah, you're totally right. I do remember a pair of siblings stopping by. Chairman Moore's daughter, eh? I guess I have seen her then. Cool, you guys should take Mei Ling's umbrella with you. Here you are. Swap that out for Momo's when you find her. Good luck. Don't cry, Momo. We'll be back in no time. His house is the one at the end of East Street. Let's head on over. And up and away we go. Hello, Mrs. Parla. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting visitors on a day like this. Sorry about that. There's something we'd like to ask you about. Do you happen to recognize this? I most certainly do. That's our little Mei Ling's umbrella, isn't it? Are you here to return it? That's strange. I don't believe she was missing her umbrella when she came home from the bakery. Well, about that. Oh dear, so that's what this is all about. I hope poor little Momo is okay. Would you happen to know where your granddaughter is right now, ma'am? She doesn't seem to be here. She and her brother Roy are out for a walk right now, meaning she has Momo's umbrella with her. Come to think of it, I forgot to ask where they were going. I'm terribly sorry about all of this. Sounds like we just missed her. They couldn't have gone far in this rain. They're not on East Street, then Central Square, the Downtown District, and the Harbor District are the most likely candidates. Yes, that sounds most likely. Keep an eye for the pink umbrella or Roy's green one. Pink and green. Good taste. Spotting them will be easy. Right, let's begin our search. And away we go! A little kid with a green umbrella. That's a big boy. Oh, I guess that... okay. Where are you, Mei Ling? Excuse us, but would you happen to be Roy? Yeah, that's me. Can I help you? Or with the Crossbell Police Special Sports Section? I had no idea. Mei Ling must have taken it by accident and not realized because of how similar they look. Sorry about that. I guess we should make the exchange as soon as we can. On that note, where is Mei Ling right now? Were the two of you taking a walk together? We were, but she kind of forced me into a game of hide and seek with her. I told her it was a bad idea to in the rain, but she wouldn't take no for an answer, and yeah. She's clearly a lot better at this than I am. Clearly. It does. I mentioned it near the beginning of the stream, but a big reason why I wasn't really warping around as much and just walking everywhere was just so I could listen to it, because I really, really do enjoy rainy moods in video games. Not in any buildings, and still in the Harbor District. Wow. They moved the fishing spot, actually. Do we have so much bait? Sorry? No, not like this. Not like this. Not like this! What? No, please. Guys, what's happening? Lloyd, you took a break from fishing and now you suck. There you go.
まあこんなもんかな。
An eel was giving me that much trouble? Get out of here. Get out of here. Although, to be fair, though, in the last game we had trouble catching eel as well, so... You know what? You know what, Lloyd? Well, what do we have here? Gotcha. You found me. Yeah, I wonder where she is. That's why... I know you're there. Just let me fish for an eel real quick. Wait, you're not my big brother. Who are you? Professional mailing finders. Well put. I'll go get Roy. And that's why we were looking for you. Oh, I get it. I didn't mean to take her umbrella. How about it, Mailing? Let's return it and make sure it gets back to the rightful owner. Eels are creepier when you see them in real life. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't seen an eel in real life. Someday I'll say sorry to Momo myself. Swef. If I was more like Mailing, I'd probably be working a second job. Or a first one for that matter. Oh, Roy! Oh, Roy! Oh, cool, it took us back there. Thanks. Mission complete. Here you are, Momo. This is my umbrella. The one my dad bought me. You're welcome. We're glad we could help. Case closed then. Thanks for all your help. You guys are the best. We'll put another request the next time we need you. Anytime. We'll always be here to help. Catch you later, Oscar. Yeah, my joke totally did not land the way I thought it did in my head, so just ignore anything I said in the last 10 seconds about eels. Okay, last quest. Not for the day, but... last quest of this of the 3 that we have.
ロバート主任からの依頼が入っていたな。
ええ、早速受付のランフィーさんに取り継いでもらいましょうか。
おや、諸君は。
Dieter Croy。
ディーター市長。
それにマリアベルさん。
今日は IBC の方にいらしていたんですね。
ああ、銀行での仕事が随分溜まっていたのでね。ベルに手伝ってもらいつつ、ついさっき一通りの仕事を済ませてきたところなのだよ。
皆さん、こうして顔を突き合わせるのもなんだか久しぶりですわね。
She did the laugh. The first thing we hear from her is the laugh. She done did it. Every single anime character with a drill haircut does the oh ho 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 laugh. They all do it.
おかげさまで先日支援課も再始動したところよ。どれどれ。ちょっとベル。健康状態は良好のようですわね。
Ellie is 0 for 2 when it comes to, you know, meeting people that don't instantaneously start groping her body.
この柔らかく温かな感触、死体の下に確かに感じる。たまりませんわ。もういちいちいかがわしい言い方をしないでちょうだい。ところでロイドさん、私に何の断りもなくエリーにちょっかいを出してませんわね。
I haven't.
会っていきなりそれですか。
ロイドさんは危険人物ですし、定期チェックは当然のことですわ。
Oh, I can't do it well. I can't do that laugh well.
もう
しそのような行動を取ったことが発覚した場合、分かっていますわね。
Boy, you really don't want you don't want to know how we almost had a kiss. We almost kissed.
警戒されてるね。
ベルったら
やれやれベル、せっかく久しぶりに会ったのだからもう少し自重したまえ。改めて久しぶりだね、諸君。
Is this really the first time we're seeing Dieter Croy in game? Oh yeah, it actually is, isn't it?
新メンバーのノエル君とワジ君も馴染んでいるようで。
That's weird. I thought we had seen them before, but then I remembered that it was actually in the drama CD that we heard Dieter Croy, not actually in Azure.
特務支援課の再始動、この場を借りて祝わせていただこ
う。その説はどうも支援課への推薦の件、改めて礼を言わせてもらうよ。
動力車の支給の件もありがとうございました。あんな素敵な動力車を運転できるなんて夢みたいですよ。
君たちの役に立てたなら幸いだ。私も新市長となった甲斐があったというものだよ。
Although I guess, yeah, his name is Mayor Croy, but you go a whole game by calling him Dieter Croy, and then you change his name. Like, man, come on.
市長と IBC 総裁、この2つを両立させるのはなかなか難儀だがね。
まあ、お父様の場合、お忙しいのはほとんどご自分のせいでしょうけど。
I mean, who else would have been a good mayor?
何でもかんでも引き受けてきて、手伝わされるこちらの身にもなってほしいものですわ。
すまないベル。クロスベルのためを思うと手の抜きどころがわからなくてね。ついつい身の丈以上の仕事を引き受けてしまいがちなのだよ。
おじい様もおじ様のバイタリティには感心していらっしゃるみたいです。
Don't ask me how.
彼のような若い政治家こそ今のクロスベルに必要なのだと。
大先輩のマクダエル議長にそう言われると照れてしまうな。
But I was so focused on Mariabelle having a drill haircut, I did not notice until just now that she had bangs. Yona's sacred for mayor? No.
とはいえ、私も政治家としてはまだまだ駆け出しの若造だ。まだまだいろいろと勉強させてもらわなくてはね。
ああ、お父様、そろそろ新市長ビルの方で打ち合わせのお時間ですわ。
I totally didn't even realize that she has bangs that go down to her eyes and her eyelashes. That okay. Now I can't unsee that.
おっと、そうだったか。
Don't ask me how I didn't notice it, but now I did.
それでは諸君、私はこれで失礼させていただくとしよう。
すみません、なんだかお引き止めしてしまって。
いやいや、そんなことはないさ。おかげでリラックスできたよ。何か困ったことがあったらいつでも言ってくれたまえ。他ならぬ君たちのためなら惜しみなく助力させてもらうよ。
ありがとうございます。おじ様もベルもお体にだけは気をつけてください。
ありがとう、エリー。それでは失礼させていただきますわね。
お疲れ様でした。
Everyone in the Triple S has bangs. Why?
やっぱり相当忙しいみたいだな。
月末の通商会議も迫っているし、分刻みのスケジュールなのは間違いないと思うわ。
昨日の動力車といい、僕らのためにいろいろと手を回してくれてるみたいだしね。
ああ、忙しすぎて体を壊さないよう気をつけてほしいけど、とにかく今はロバーツ主任の仕事を引き受けるとしようか。
はい、受付の方に取り継いでいただきましょう。
Beta testing time, boy.
こんにちは、ランフィーさん。
あら、エリー様に支援課の皆様、本日はどういったご用件でしょうか。
エプスタイン財団のロバーツ主任に依頼された件なんですが。
ああ、その件でしたら承っておりますわ。お取り次ぎいたしますので少々お待ちくださいませ。
やー、君たち
お疲れ様です、ロバート主任。
依頼を見て来てくれたんだよね。いやー、本当に助かるよ。君たちにぜひともやってもらいたい仕事だったんだ。
なんだか楽しそうな内容だったよね。なんとかってサービスの最終テストがどうとか。
確かポムットでしたね。
Palm Party?
なんだかどこかで聞いたことのある名前です。
言われてみれば確かに。
きっと楽しいと思うよ。それじゃあ早速だけど仕事を受けてもらえるかな。
ええ、もちろんです。
それでは仕事の内容を説明してもらえますか？
任せてくれ。実は近いうちにポムットという動力ゲームを配布する予定でね。
We're playing Pom Pom Party.
市内の動力ネット端末所有者に向けて開発を進めていたところなんだよ。
動力ゲーム？
それってビリヤードやポーカーみたいなものとは違うのかい？
まあ一定のルールにのっとって勝敗や得点を競うという点では似たようなものか。最も異なるのは端末の画面上のものを動かして遊ぶってところだ。
なんだかすごそうですね。
それじゃあ今回の依頼のテストというのは？
もちろんこのポムットのテストをしてほしいんだ。
Hopefully you can fall asleep. Bye bye, Nemi. Thank you for coming.
プログラムを組む以上バグは出てしまうものだからテストの繰り返しは必須なんだよね。
でもその程
Don't
度
let
の
the
テス
thunder
ト
wake you up again.
財団でもできるんじゃないのかい？
このテストは少し前からティオ君に手伝ってもらってたんだけど、実は2つほど問題があってね。どうしても財団の外部に手伝いが欲しいんだよ。
2つの問題ですか？
まず1つ目だけど、ティオ君は時々テストに A4 システムを持ち出してたみたいでね。だからちょっと有用なデータを取れたとは言い難いというか。
Basically, Tio goes into God mode.
A4 システムっていうと
ティオちゃんが何度か使っていたあれね。前にちょっとだけ教えてもらったわね。
ああ、確か動力端末や魔道場を扱う時に使っているシステムという話だったんだ。
この際だから改めて僕から説明しておこうかな。 A1 システムとはティオ君の胸部プロテクターに内蔵されたシステムの名称だ。オーバルスタッフによるノーウェイトでの動力魔法の発動やティオ君の高速処理能力、それらを補助するというのが主な機能になるかな。このシステムを使いこなすのはかなりの適性が必要なんだけどね。
全然簡単じゃないような。
やっぱりティオちゃんがいないとこの手の話題は厳しいわね。
要するにそのシステム自体がテストには適さないってことかな。
まあね、なんでも A4 システムで常人じゃ組めないような大連鎖を組んだりして圧勝を重ねてたらしい。
Yeah, weren't Yona and Tio talking about this in the last game? Like 20, 30, 40 chains?
ヨナ君がテストに付き合ってたらしいけど一度も勝てたことはなかったそうだ。ああ、でもティオ君がずるいとか言ってるわけじゃないからね。くれぐれもティオ君におかしなことは言わないでくれよ。
She just activates God mode. That's really it.
残りの一つの理由はどういったものなんですか？
ああ、もう一つはこのゲームが対戦ゲームってところにあるんだ。さっきもちょっと触れたけどこのゲームは遠方の端末同士で遊ぶことができるんだ。だからどうしても市内での実地テストがやりたかったってわけさ。
なるほど、そういうことですか。それにしても離れた場所同士で遊べるって結構すごいことですね。
だろう。これは動力ネット構想の初期段階で企画されたものでね。
That's right, the anniversary festival cutscene.
動力ネットがもっと普及すればたくさんの人が楽しく遊べるようになるだろう。例えばこんな雨の日にも家の中にいながら友達と楽しめるしね。
へえ、すごい時代になりましたね。
ちょっと話はそれだけど、まあ事情はそんなところかな。ってことで君たちにはこれをプレゼントしよう。
これはメモリークォーツですか？
そのメモリークォーツに完成直前のポムットのデータが入ってる。それを支援下の端末にインストールすればすぐに遊べるはずだよ。
インストール、要するに端末にプログラムを組み込む作業ですよね。前にピオちゃんがやっているのを見たことがあるし、なんとかなると思うわ。
それじゃあ
I love this primitive computer talk. Installing programs. Yes, okay.
心強いね。それとこいつも渡しておくよ。僕のエニグマの番号とポムットのアカウントだ。
アカウント。
ちょっと待ってください。立て続けに難しい用語が。
要するにネットワーク上で使用する名前みたいなものなんだが、まあ対戦を遊ぶために必要なものとだけ考えてくれればいいよ。難しいことは置いといていいから、とりあえずベータ版をインストールするときに一緒に入力してくれればいい。その後エニグマで連絡をくれたら次の手順を教えるからね。まあこんなところかな。
はい、お任せください。とりあえず支援課に戻るとしよう。
ええ、そうしましょう。
Okay. It's not the garage, that's just outside.
ロバーツ主任によると、このメモリークォーツを端末にインストールするんだったな。それじゃよろしく頼むよ。
ええ、これでよしっと。もらっていたロバーツ主任のアカウントも入力しておいたわ。
へえ、結構手際がいいじゃない。
ほんとエリーさんっていろいろなことに詳しいですよね。政治や法律のことなんかにも知識も豊富みたいですし。
これに関してはティオちゃんがやっているのを見ていたというだけだから。説明書なんかもあったし、よく読めばそんなに難しいことでもなかったわ。
いや、でも正直助かるよ。俺なんかやっと端末のキーボードに慣れたくらいだからさ。
You're getting there, Lloyd. You're getting there.
どういたしまして。それでロバーツ主任に連絡を入れればいいのかしら。
ああ、早速かけてみるよ。
やあロイド君、うまくインストールできたかな？
ええ、大丈夫です。次はどうすれば？
それじゃあ一つ僕と対戦してみようか。端末からポムットを起動してみてくれ。そこに僕のアカウントが表示されるはずだから、それを選択すると対戦できるよ。そうだ、せっかくだから支援課のリーダーである君が代表として対戦してくれないかい？
Don't worry, Lloyd, you'll be doing keyboard review streams in no time.
ええ、わかりました。
Hey everybody, my name is Lloyd Bennings, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Special Support Section Limited Edition keycaps that can be used at all terminals, given their style. I want to show them off with the IBC tactile switches, 67 grams. Specifically a case custom built from the Maine's Mountain Mining Village. Something like that, I don't know.
それじゃ席を変わるわね。
開発者であるこの僕に勝てるかな？ひよちゃんを任せられる男が改めて確かめさせてもらうよ。
なんだか本音が聞こえてきたような。
結構な親バカみたいだね。
わざわざ支援課に依頼してきたのって。
Okay, so this is a Crossbell and Harmonia. Send me your keyboards. Lloyd and Wazzy doing keyboard reviews. Oh man, now I want to see this. Okay. I wanted to save, but whatever. This is just a remix of the Mario Bros theme. Pom Pom Party is a puzzle game where you control palms falling from above and fit them together as they land below. There are 4 different colored palms and shining palm to make 5 types. Use the A and B buttons to flip palms as they fall. Palms will stack up from the bottom. Connect 3 matching palms together, excluding shiny palms, to pop them, and you'll receive 1 CP for every palm popped. And can earn CP bonuses based on timing. Shining palms disappear when palms next to them disappear, regardless of color. You'll get 100 CP for each shining palm you pop. When your CP rises above 100, press Y plus the L or R button to make an S-craft. The higher your CP, the more effective your S-craft will be. If palms in the center rise to the top, it's game over. Basically, we're just playing Puyo Puyo. We're playing Puyo Puyo! So it's only vertical? Alright. What do I have? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I am no Puyo Puyo expert, by the way, so do not expect any massive change from me. But I do know the gist of Puyo Puyo. Uh-oh. I forgot about S-Crafts for a second there. Oh, man. Oh, come on, Roberts. Oh, come on now. Just take the L. Take the L from me, bro. Oh, nice. A 4-chain. Well, shit. I thought I was doing pretty good. You get 1 extra DP if you win.
そうだね。開発者なのに強さ的には初心者の君と
いや、レベルをある程度合わせないと。はい、こちら特。
I'm gonna slightly skip through the dialogue here because I'm gonna reload my last save and we're gonna do that whole thing again. So I want my extra DP.
そうですか。それはインストールしたベータ版は近いうちにプログラムの配布が始まったらいろんな人とアカウントを交換して存分に楽しんでくれる。
The offensive S-Craft will always be better. All right.
もちろん今日のリいや今日で僕は別の仕事がある。どういたしまして。
なんていうか、
ともあ あれ、この際だから。
いやでも仕事の合間。
そうですね。
Okay. Load. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna skip through all the dialogue again.
さてと。
Thankfully, the skipping in Trails is very easy.
こんにちは。
Just in case I lose again.
ロバ
Alright, let's do this. I'll do a better job this time. Dude, shout out to Falcon for basically making Puyo Puyo in freaking Trails. Like, jeez. Where'd that idea come from? Hey! There we go.
よし、なんとか勝てた。うん、結構楽しいかもしれないな。
なんだか結構ハマっちゃったみたいね。
はために見てた印象なんですけど、ロバーツ主任ってもしかして強くないのでは？
そうだね。開発者なのに強さ的には初心者の君と大して変わらないんじゃない？
いや、さすがに手加減をしてくれたんじゃないか。レベルをある程度合わせないとテストにならなそうだし。はい、こちら特務支援。いやー、今のはいい勝負だったね。まさに歴史に残る大勝負。興奮しっぱなしだよ。どうやら真剣勝負のつもりだったみたいだな。それでテストの結果はどうでした？ああ、バッチリだよ。市内でやる分には目立ったラグもないし、通信状態も良好だ。申し分ない大成功と言えるね。そうですか。それは良かったです。インストールしたベータ版は近いうちにリリース版にアップデートしておくよ。できる人も増えていくだろう。いろんな人とアカウントを交換して存分に楽しんでくれると嬉しいよ。もちろんこの僕だっていつかリベンジするつもりだしね。
If you say so, bro.
お手柔らかに。いやー、協力してくれて本当にありがとう。別の仕事があるからこれで失礼するよ。どういたしまして。また何かあったらいつでもご連絡ください。ああ、そうするよ。それじゃあね。ふう、なんとかうまくいったみたいだ。
お疲れ様。なんていうか主任らしい依頼だったわね。
そうだな。
ともあれ、これからもこのゲームは楽しめそうだね。この際だからクロスベル1のポムットマスターを目指してみたらどうだい？
いや、さすがにティオには絶対にかなわないだろうけど、 でも仕事の合間に息抜きがてら練習くらいはしておいてもいいかな。
Starting a gaming empire, yes.
そうですね。
Okay, let's report these quests. Just wanted to make sure that no one else was able to be played with.
里はランクアップですね。
The information quartz. I forgot what that one does already. Oh, see detailed information about enemies without analyzing. That only matters for one person, so it's like whatever.
Hi, 特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
どうもロイドさん、雨の中ご苦労様です。
ああ、フランカ、どうしたんだ？緊急要請でも入ったか？
それがマイツのリクセン町長を覚えてらっしゃいますか？
Boy, do I ever.
ああ、もちろん。ひょっとして鉱山町で何かあったのか？
ええ、それが鉱山に魔獣が現れたらしくって。あ、と言っても町から少し離れた場所にある旧鉱山らしいんですけど。
そんな場所なら魔獣が現れてもおかしくはないと思うけど。
はい、工員の方たちが被害に遭ったわけじゃなさそうです。ただ内部がどうもおかしなことになっちゃっているみたいで、念のため調べてもらえないかということでした。
おかしなこと？ちょっと要領を得ないな。
They should really just have a permanent bracer just living there at the mine.
わかった。市内の緊急要請は片付けたし。
Not inside the mine, but at the mining village.
はい、お願いします。あ、ついでにお伝えしますが、先ほどマインツ山道方面に手配魔獣の指定が出ました。余裕があったら対応してみてください。
そうか、了解だ。
それとクロスベル市と違って山道方面は晴れているみたいです。せっかくだから動力車で行ってみたらどうですか？
そうなのか。わかった。ありがとうフラン。何かあったらまた連絡してくれ。
はい、それでは失礼します。フランからみたいですね。
マインツ方面で何かあったみたいだけど。
ああ、旧鉱山というところで妙なことが起きたらしい。市内の支援要請も片付けたし、準備ができたら行ってみよう。山道方面は晴れているそうだから。
了解、リーダー。
もし車で鉱山町に行くなら支援課の裏口に行きましょう。
Alright. Before we get going though, real quickly, at the residential district, if we go to the Hayworth house, not this one. The east one. There's a book here. Monthly Car Mania Volume 1. Well, that was supposed to give me the, well, basically, this is also the guide for the Vita version, so maybe it may not transfer to the PC version, but that will also just give us the ability to change the car coloring, which I almost wonder if that's the case. Change parts. It has parts? Oh, maybe now, actually. Hang on. Now that I have it. Yeah, boy. Oh yeah, look at that. That is good.
いい感じかな。
We're still going there by foot though. JK, never mind. There's a hidden side quest. Damn it! I thought we were good to go. Alright, let's quickly finish this hidden side quest and then we can go over to the mine. I see. That's an interesting way to put it. Well, if isn't Lloyd and company. Who is this, Uncle Miles? I'd like you to meet Nielsen. He's an international journalist of great renown. Nielsen, this is the special sports section that everyone in Crossbell City goes on and about. Nice to meet you. My name is Lloyd Bannings. Is this the same Nielsen that we meet in Trails of Cold Steel? Or is this the same reporter? I feel like Nielsen was in that game. Ah, so this is the SSS. And if you're Lloyd, that would make you its leader, hmm? You have a very deluxe sounding voice, if you don't mind me saying. Oh, part of my asking, but how would you happen to be... No, it's not. It's not, it's different. That's correct. I lost my sight many years ago in an accident. There you are, Director. You still haven't returned from your break. The front desk misses you, you know? Whoopsie daisy, I think I got too wrapped up in our conversation. You'll have to excuse me. Duty calls, as they say. Of course. If you like, let's catch up again and exchange notes. Sure thing. Drop in whenever you'd like. Take care, Lloyd. Looks like you're up. Yeah, sure. What do you mean by... Please, allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Nielsen, a freelance journalist. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Same here. Nice to meet you. Nielsen. Where have I heard that name before? Truth be told, I have been greatly looking forward to meeting with the special support section. It's an honor. I'll be frank, I'd like to submit a request to you. Do you think you could hear me out? Sure, how can we help? The thing is, I'm currently conducting an investigation of the cult incident from this past spring. However, there are still several things I'm unclear about in my research. So who better to consult than the team that played a pivotal role in the very crisis? You want to interview us about the cult incident? It sounds like you already know a thing or two about it. What should we do, Lloyd? This case is already closed. I don't think we can already disclose more than what's already known. You're right. By going through this with this interview, we may be able to reach some closure. Alright then, we'll agree with the interview. However, say no more. I understand, given your position, there are some things you cannot say. You're welcome to decline answering as many questions as you'd like. Nielsen from Shara's door in 3rd. He was somewhere else in the game, I forgot where. And Shara's door in 3rd. He was in that door? I don't remember. I remember Shara's door. I kind of want to look this up. In the other place, he was a random NPC. Where were you? Okay. Interesting. I'll have to go in depth later. Just a random NPC. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's definitely wouldn't have recognized him. Gotcha. Thanks for understanding. One thing though, where should we hold it? I think doing it right here could be a problem. In that case, how about the discussion space upstairs? It's secluded, and we'll know if anyone's approaching. I think it's the perfect spot. That sounds like a good idea to me. Let's head up there. Thank you for agreeing to this interview. First, let's start by recalling how the incident originated. It began with the DQG cult, whose creed called for rejecting Adios and seemingly worshipping demons. Over 10 years ago, they started to serially abduct children from the continent. I'd like to review how those abductions were resolved by going back to 6 years ago. It was then that a large-scale operation was conducted to expose and exterminate cult lodges all over the continent. Do you know the forces responsible for carrying out that operation? Yeah, it was militaries and police force and the Bracer Guild. That was actually all of them. A joint effort between several nations' militaries and police forces, as well as the Bracer Guild, right? Correct. Because of the scale of the abductions, an international task force was assembled to carry out the investigation. Precisely. And leading that task force was the Bracer Guild's Cassius Bright as commander. May I interrupt for a moment? Is Cassius Bright... You mean the Brigadier General Bright, commander of Liberal's Royal Army? That he is. He once retired from the Royal Army and spent about 10 years as a bracer. He then rejoined the army 2 years ago. That's quite the career path. Maybe, but there was something else. I hadn't realized it until now, but Bright is also the name of... Yeah, I confirmed it while reviewing documents during my training with the 1st Division. Cassius Bright is Estelle Bright's father, and Joshua is his adopted son. I knew it. No way. I thought there was something special about her during our little chase battle. I never would have imagined she came from fame. So, you know the daughter of Brigadier General Bright, do you? I've heard of her exploits through my work as well. Well, we got to know her a little bit earlier this year. Anyway, I'm sorry for getting us off topic. Please continue. Yes, very well. 6 years ago, the suppression operation was carried out at the command of Cassius Bright of the Bracer Guild. That operation was thought to have eliminated 90% of the cult's influence. Among those participating in the operation was a certain promising squad from the Crossbell Police Department led by Sergei Liu. The same Sergei Liu, who is today the section chief of the Triple S, and he and his 2 subordinates carried out the flag of the CPD for the operation. Those other 2 would be Arius McLean and Lloyd's older brother, Guy Bannings. Looks like you've done your homework. And you even know about the connection between me and Guy. You've researched the case rather well. Even among the police, there are only a select few that know that much. When you've done this for as long as I have, you develop good sources. Guy Bannings was once one of those sources himself, even. He was? Yeah. Guy lent me his aid several times before his passing. But I digress. There was also one other Crossbellian who played a role in the cult incident investigation. That would be Ian Grimwood, a lawyer and a civilian advisor. Even then, Mr. Grimwood was well known and well respected for his expertise regarding civil rights. I heard he even contributed towards gathering intelligence regarding the abductees. I'm reminded that he told us he assisted in the investigation. I see, so that's the role he played. You weren't here below, but I made a snide remark about how Lloyd should be more surprised when people don't know the connection between him and Guy versus being surprised at the connection about him and Guy. I've also heard that the church had a mysterious organization played a role down the line. Because of them, the remaining cult influence after suppression quickly vanished. The church. Is that what Father Kevin was referring to? The mysterious organization is likely the society that we've heard of. Both of them are likely to stay elusive, don't they? Nevertheless, the cult's activity should have concluded years ago. But several months ago, it became clear that there were still remnants of the cult. I know you're all too aware of who I'm referring to. Joachim Gwenter, the surviving member of the cult, finally came out of hiding. That's right. He clearly had knowledge of the cult's inner workings prior to the operation. However, in the end, was Joachim Gwenter the cult's leader? No, he was just a high priest. That's right, he said so himself. Yeah, but he also seemed to have a knack for research. It sounded like he worked on several experiments. I believe that's what led to his familiarity with the cult's inner workings. A reasonable theory. It was that position which allowed him to further his research using the experiment results from around the continent. After he successfully evaded the suppression operation from 6 years ago, he went into hiding. Upon learning of former Speaker Hartman's weakness for a facility called Paradise, he was able to take refuge in Crossbell. Finally, he perfected the drug bearing the name for true wisdom, Gnosis. I'm unclear the details of what that drug did and why, but my understanding is that he did it to fulfill the cult's ambitions. That's right, the cult's ambitions. He said their goal was to make Kia into the true god. Yeah, he also claimed he could perceive things while under the influence of the red Gnosis. But in the end, we didn't get an opportunity to question him and learn all the details. As always, there are unanswered questions. But I do believe we've outlined most of what occurred during the incident. I like to finish by reflecting on the D, therefore G cult's origins. Would that be alright with you? The cult's roots? Yes, do you happen to know how many years ago the cult's origins trace back to? About 500 years ago. What makes you say that? We heard it from Joachim Gwenter himself. He said that 500 years ago there was powerful alchemists in this land. The cults had been using their technology from the moment of its founding, but who those alchemists were had remained a mystery. I see, so Joachim Gwenter divulged that much information after all. Yes, there once were alchemists in this land, the ones that built Stargazer's tower. It's amazing to think that their knowledge, which was only a mere legend, would be brought to light in such a sinister way. It's certainly surprising. Yes, and could you believe the girl that all of you took in is also over 500 years old? Just how much do you know about the incident? My apologies, that remark was uncouth of me. I simply came to such a ridiculous idea by combining my information with yours. I swear by the goddess I won't print that, so please relax. Right. And with that, I believe our interview has come to an end. Thank you very much for your help today. It was very insightful. Not at all, it was for us as well. Oh, I believe it's time for me to be heading to my next appointment. If you'll excuse me then? Should the opportunity arise, I would like for us to do this again sometime. You know, for a blind guy, he's pretty good at walking around. Wow, just sign me up as the director. I'm calling dialogue boxes left and right. It's another one I perfectly got. There's something about him, isn't there? Yeah, and he's full of surprises. But he did give his word regarding Kia, so let's hope we can trust him. Right. What's up, Ellie? It finally hit me. I know I've heard that name. That man now was just Marcel Nielsen. He's a Crossbellian journalist who was awarded the Pulitzer Prize about 10 years ago. Wow, even I've heard of the Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, it's an international award given to the most outstanding journalist each year. That explains how he's so knowledgeable. Wait, he's from Crossbell, does that mean... Yes, he worked for the CNS. And the war coverage he did to earn that award is the very same which robbed him of his sight. Since then, he's continued covering news all over the continent as a freelancer for several publications. Nielsen is the distinguished among even the best journalists. He's that talented. Really now, I never would have guessed we would be interviewed by such a celebrity. Marcel Nielsen. If you get the chance, let's speak with him again sometime. Wow. How much money do I have? 7,000 Mira? Not a lot at all. But I need to go buy more battle scopes. Okay, now we can go to mains. And we're gonna walk there. Because there's treasure to be found. And we did one battle this round, like this session. Come on, we gotta have our usual dose of fun battles and moments. Yeah, that was just okay. Damn it.
行くぞ。
みんな気をつけて。任せて。エニグマ駆動。行きます。
僕の番か。
スケジュール。立てた。エニグマ駆動。よーし、そこ。へい。
Water and fire.
任せてくれ。
やれやれ。
さてと、そこ。私そこ。
行くよ。
よし。これが俺たちの力だ。
When he kissed her after her I do, her lips made no effort to return it. He shielded the cold scene from their blushing reception by cupping her cheeks in his hands and tugging her tightened hair out of its bun. Oh man. Got him.
修正功チャンスです。今だわ、みんな。よーし。
Oh, you like just lived. 9 HP. And really weak to wind.
その程度じゃ俺たちは止められない。
さあ、始めましょう。
行くよ。
任せて。エニグマアタックの前ですね。
Ah, confusion.
いきますよ。ファイヤー。へい。
行くぞ。
任せて。そこ。行きます。
僕の番。出直してきなよ。
よし。
さてて。お返しよ。よは。
僕の
任せて。
よし。よし。もう大丈夫。
So for those keeping up with Falcom news, they're having a JDK concert next Friday online as part of the, it's called something Neo Games Expo or something like that. New Games Expo or something like that. Koji Kondo will actually be there with an announcement. So hopefully we will get news of Hajimari's English release date. I think it's unlikely that they'll announce anything brand new. At least, I think, given that it's a Western, it's like a Western expo or something like that. I think it just makes the most sense that they're going to announce something related to Hajimari. Like, they're not going to announce East 10 there, but I would love it if they told us Hajimari and they told us Kuro. That'd be the ideal. It's like they said, like, hey, Hajimari is going to be like November of this year, and then Kuro no Kiseki will be like early 2024. Snow crab, sick. I imagine it'll take them a while to do all the translating for Kuro no Kiseki. There's no way that's going to come out in a reasonable time frame. I don't think, at least, but you know, who knows? Depends on how fast they do it.
私の番ね。今だ。よし。行きます。
Man, Noel's range is good. Noel's range is great. I can barely translate one conversation without getting bored. I can really imagine their struggle. Yeah. And it really doesn't help that, like, with them, they can't start translating the game, apparently, until after the game is out or, like, done. So, like, they have to do the whole game. After the game is done. That's crazy. And we all know how much dialogue every NPC has in this game. I'm sure it must be a struggle at some times to translate all the little mundane pieces of dialogue. It has to be. There's no way. It's not. I've had to translate conversations and like shows for my grandma. She doesn't speak English at all. And after a while, yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Blubba. It gets a bit much. God damn it. God damn it. Lloyd, I need you to not do that, sir. Did you know chests are natural-born boxers? It's no surprise, really. We're always squared up. Oh. You guys fucking caused Earthshaker. Ellie's gonna go down, isn't she? Aw, that's cute. Nice. Oh no! They changed Holy Bullet! They changed Holy Bullet! Now Ellie doesn't get healed from it. Aw, man. Yes, but it doesn't cost as much anymore. Man, cost was the least of my worries. Oh hey, a craft book. Looks like we can learn another use of combo craft if we study it. Actually, I think Ellie and Noel styles would mesh well with this. Wanna give it a shot, Noel? I'd love to. Man, cost was the least of my worries.
みんな油断は禁物よ。
無駄だよ。行くぞ。エングマ
私の番ね。
Unleashes all ammo and riddles enemies with bullets. Oh yeah. Who in this freaking area does not have Earthshaker?
レンジネット放射。
行くよ。俺の番だ。
No. I don't know what I gotta do for you, girl.
私の番ね。みんなにお願いします。はい。そこ。
行くよ。
2 HP.
僕の番。よし。迎撃完了。よし。やったぞ。
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, what happened? Oh, Stun Break 2 happened, and then Noel's thing became S Grenade 2. Okay, cool. Seal! Any reference to that other big Falcom series would be a great Easter egg. Yeah. I think in the last game you have to hold it. Now I'm just needing to do this. Okay, that's cool. I'm almost caught up to the E series actually. I just have to finish E7. And then I'll be all caught up for 9, which comes out next month around this time. That's super exciting.
みんな大丈夫か。
しまった。立て直さないと。
やれやれ。
私の番ね。
行くぞ。
私の番ですね。催眠弾発射。
僕の番か。
行くぞ。
任せて。そこ。行きますよ。
S Grenade has more range now, I think, which is good. Noel's range is amazing.
綺麗。絶景ですね。
へえ、一見の価値ありだね。
ああ、晴れてよかったよ。山道方面が晴れっていうのは確かだったみたいだな。
Would have been cool almost to have the music reflect the mood, but that's okay. Maine's Mountain Path music is still good, but
戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
I came from an East game, so they had, you know, every area has a little bit of different music and stuff like that.
奇襲成功。
よし。
私の番ですね。催眠弾発射。
僕の番か。
行きます。そこ。
行くぞ。
僕の番か。
任せてくれ。迎撃完了。みんな先に進もう。
It had clearly not been the wedding of his dreams, yet Cyril had held deep sympathy for the woman, for from the moment he met her father, he had seen that he loved his daughter in the way the nobility loved fine jewelry.
さあとっとと終わらせよう。
催眠弾発射。
僕の番か。
俺の番だな。
私の番ね。
僕の番。
I mean, I think I just heard thunder from my end as well, actually. I think the storm is rolling in here. Okay, we're at the intersection again. Now last time... Oh, there's so many. Oh no, is it that time for the where the cotton is rolling all around? Aw, man. Not great. I'm actually allergic to that cotton. Or that pollen of sorts. I think a lot of people are, actually. It's not, it's very common. Is there another monster chest here? There sure is. My neighbor has like 7 trees of his cotton because they didn't look cool. That's... man, fudge that! It's terrible. That's terrible. Just because he's probably not allergic, but everyone in the neighborhood, they're allergic, man. Don't walk by his house. Seven of them too, that's a lot. The chest has a content respawn rate of 0%. Aw, man. I'm not even allergic, it just gets all over the yard and the pool. Oh, even in the pool! I'm sorry, Noel, but we're doing it for the treasure.
やれやれ。こんなに歩かされる部署だとは思わなかったな。ところで、あっちにも道が続いてるけど、 何があるんだい？
ああ、ローゼンベルク工房さ。
ちょっと曰く付きの人形師がいらっしゃるんだけど。
へえ、あの知る人ぞ知る人形工房か。そういえば例のオークションで本当は出品される予定だったっけ？
ああ、そんなこともあったな。
Joined our neighborhood's next door to post a random video, got ignored and left. Oh no! Oh no!
結局あれが誰の仕業か未だ明らかになっていない。
So like what happens? What do they talk about in those meetings? Like I assume they're just get-togethers, right, for your neighborhood, just on the platform or next door. Like what? Or like what is next door actually? I've heard that now like twice.
もうレンはいないけど、ちょっと様子を見に行こうか。
みんなチャンスよ。
チャンスだ。追いかけるぞ。これが俺たちの力だ。速攻で蹴りを注ぐ。任せてくれ。
よそこ任せて。
For those wondering why I do that, I'm a child and I think it's funny to just go. That's just funny to me. See Lloyd just wailing on a monster. And they're just taking it like a champ.
ごめんなさい。先に行くわね。
There's no chest up here? Oh, on to the next one. No? I don't need to fight. I don't need to fight. Oh, you fool, turn around. Oh my god.
行きます。
行くぞ。
Oh no.
任せて。
よし。
一気に落とすよ。
さて、そこ。よー戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
Basically a WhatsApp for your neighborhood. Full neighborhood knows stuff about the weather. Okay, I guess. Country here. What do I do? He moaned yet again, this time gently massaging the hoods of his eyes, which again eased nothing, for he was aware he stood in the way of true love between Guinevere and Jubilee. Oh man, more evasion? For a little bit, for one less move, I'll take it. And the neighbors moving in are weird. See, now I wonder, like, if I move into a place in a few months, will that neighborhood also have a next door? And will they also, be wondering about me? Oh, hi.
お主を入れるつもりはない。いかに13工房の統括者といえ、立ち入る権利はないはずだ。
まあいいだろう。あれはナンバー15の所有物。しかしマイスター、データは一通り渡してもらうよ。それがあのお方のご意思でもあるのだからね。
お主に言われるまでもない。
本当に仲が悪いな。博士も嫌われていると分かってて、わざわざ尋ねなきゃいいのに。
何を言ってるのかね。
私とマイスターは旧知の仲。特に人形作りに関しては固い師弟の絆で結ばれているんだからね。
ざれ言はやめるがいい。所詮わしの技術など結社にしてみれば古臭いもの。お主の統合理論があればわしに耐える必要などあるまい。
ご謙遜を。こと人形の調整にかけてマイスターの右に出る人間なんてこの世に存在しないさ。でもパテルマテルにつけたあの回路だけはいただけないね。あれじゃせっかくの殲滅天使のポテンシャルが無駄になってしまうじゃないか。
この下道が。
すみません。
おや？
あれ？お客さんみたいだね。
カンパネルら、要件は済んだだろう。その不快な男を連れてとっとと立ち去るがいい。
了解。ほらほら博士、さっさと次に行かないと今日中に用を済ませてラボに戻るんだろ。
もちろんだとも。それではマイスター、例の子たちも完成次第チェックをお願いするからね。
くどい。とっとと失せるがいい。
I love how the Triple S just walks in without knowing the true danger they're in. Oh, indeed. They have no idea.
それじゃあまた。
何をほうけている。
すみません。
その説はどうもご無沙汰していました。
特務支援課か。レンはリベールに去った。
いえ、近くに来たので挨拶に伺っただけなんです。
その来客中に失礼しました。
招かれざる客だ。だが今は特に話すことがあるわけでもあるまい。何か要件ができたら改めて尋ねてくるがいい。レンに免じて話くらいは聞こう。
勝手に門が閉まった。
古めかしいけど何か仕掛けでもあるのかな。
ああ、とんでもないからくりを作っている場所だからな。それにさっきの来客も気になるな。
ええ、招かれざる客って言ってたけど。
Lloyd, you have no idea.
なんていうか、その怪しげな感じだったわね。
そうですね。まあ危険そうには見えませんでしたけど。
危険そうには見えないか。
I'm telling you, man, Wazzy and Noel have an amazing little pairing dynamic that, you know, going here, and I hope they keep it. Because we know Tio and Randy are going to be coming back, but like, I really hope that Noel and Randy, or Noel and Wazzy don't lose that spotlight. I really hope not. There's a fishing spot over here, actually.
ここなら釣れそうだな。
Lloyd, we gotta work on your puns, bro. Any bespectacled man you meet is automatically sus. Take that to heart. Unless they're your age. If they're your age, you could probably get away with it. But if they're an older gentleman with glasses, yeah, they're sus. Man, this place has new enemies too. Pretty weak though. Silly spider. Silly Wazzy.
催眠弾発射。今だわ。エニグマ駆動。よーしはっ。なんとかなりましたね。
So I guess we can't go that way. But there's a chest! Ah, whatever.
全力で行かせてもらいます。おお。さてと。エニグマ駆動。はい。催眠弾発射。
よし。
私の番です。そこ。戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
They're all about to level up, so that's why I'm not really healing them as often. Like right there.
奇襲成功。チャンス。今だ。
Aw.
上陸かな。
This was not the first letter Jubilee had sent, but it was the one that marked 1 year since their parting. His staff had intercepted them all at her father's orders. Not that it pleased Cyril to know they were coming. Ah, shit.
怖いもの知らずだな。
行きます。催眠弾発射。
やれや
Alright,
れ。
that's a start.
エニグマクルー。
行くぞ。行くぞ。
任せて。みんなに助けてもらいます。それ。お返しよ。
僕の番か。
はい。あ、行きますよ。
任せてくれ。甘いね。
私の番ね。エニグマ駆動。
Weak to fire and a little bit of water.
よーし。催眠弾発射。
よし。よし。
行くよ。
Why?
行くぞ。俺の番さ。
まあまあだったね。
お疲れ様。
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Impede one. You rummage around and see dozens of rejected chest messages where Azure was used as a pun on Azure. Impede one? I don't think anyone needs impede one. Holy chain! That prevents death blows. Oh, discipline badge. I forgot I got that. Prevents delay. Damn.
私の番ね。エニグマアタック。
All right, one more room, and then we're there. Really weak to earth. And a crit. Bam. Nice. There's a couple of chests over here. Can't go there. That's real cool. This S grenade is like Crash Bomb for Randy. It doesn't hit every single time, but it is helpful to at least get them, at least one or two enemies to be, go asleep. True love! Something out of fairy tales, yes, but Cyril's heart always did pang with longing while reading them. He was romantic at heart, and now here he sat, the key villain in one seemingly penned to life. Then there's this one right here. Thank you, Pockle. What? What does that have to do with anything? Dude, Waz is probably like, man, I never got hit with this much shit in all my time at Trinity. And now we're finally back to one of my favorite towns.
僕も大丈夫だけど、支援課ってほんと水郷だね。素直に車とかバスを使えばいいのに。
トレーニングにもなるし、一石二鳥でいいだろ。それにしてもエリーは本当に体力ついたよな。最初は街道を少し歩いただけで青息吐息だったのに。
誰かさんたちのおかげで鍛えられましたから。それでどうするの？早速町長さんを訪ねてみる？
ああ、そうしよう。町長の家は町に入ってまっすぐ行った突き当たりになるな。
That will, however, take place next time. All right. Pretty long session today, but, you know, we did a lot of dialogue, heavy stuff, so I decided to keep it a little bit longer. But that is all for today. Next time on Trails, we're going to be going through the mains mine and, you know, helping out Mayor Bickinson. And given the way things go, we might even finish off Chapter 1 next time. So that'll be pretty cool to see. Thank you all once again for coming to this session of Trails to Azure, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or weekend or night.